Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and it is Friday night, which means it is time for the weekly Friday night PvP tournaments. It's an anything goes week. It's week one of the new Duos Cup. It's meta teams, it's run whatever you want, and we're into the losers bracket semifinals, which, if we bring it on the screen, is going to be Marv versus Dervis. Now, the meta shifts a lot from like month to month, right? Yes, light is still around. We've seen a lot of light teams today, but the thing I like about doing an anything goes tournament like this, you really get to see what teams are coming up and challenging the current meta. We have seen a lot of fire today. We've seen a lot of water today. We've seen some wind. I mean, wind is obviously still really good, right? And then we've seen the meta team, which is Elena, Locke, anything else. Like, you just run Elena, Locke, Yuna, Elena, Locke, Engelbert, Thancred maybe, I don't know, that dude's around a lot. So we've seen a lot of that. Now, Marv is running one of the highest accuracy Setias I've ever seen. If you've been on the stream watching this with us, Marv Setia did not miss a fight, did not miss a shot in the last fight versus the Light Evasion team. And now, with, making the top 4 of the tournament, can he get past this Elena Locke Celis team? Celis going to be maybe a good counter matchup into this all-fire team coming out from Marv. We'll see how that goes. Can the water tank get it done? Locke and Elena going to put their buffs online, start moving in towards the fight. Locke goes with Treasure Hunter's Fortune, which is an agility and luck buff. On to Setia. That buff would have probably been better placed onto the Elena, but it is what it is. Celis gets the buff. God, my words. Who has 2 names that start with C-A? And they're soft C's. Anyway, both of them do. Here's Setia, though. Is she in range yet? That's what we're going to find out here. Or is she going to cast a TMR? No, she is in range. Thermal exposure comes out. And that's what I'm talking about. Did you see that damage? And that accuracy? Mont can't hit Elena. There's no chance. But this Setia, I've not seen her miss an attack yet. Celis is going to be an issue, though. She's standing there, she's already taken 2 hits, and she still has more than 50% of her HP. While we're taking a break, while Starlight Elena charges up her limit break right here, there is a frame rate issue with the game right now, so this is not going to be the smoothest frame rate video you've ever seen for a tournament. I apologize for that. Elena drops her limit break, decent damage, especially onto the Terra. And if Terra drops right there from Locke, that's huge. Terra's Courage is already popped. Can Celis finish her off? No. Celis goes for only Mont. Terra has the 100% AoE meltdown attack, but it gets blocked. Celis big brains it and just says, Terra, you thought you were casting your huge damage AoE attack right there? Forget about it. You're not casting anything. She just absorbs it. No big deal. Stunblade comes out for Mont. It does stun Celis, so that is useful. Celis is also getting low. Locke's turn. Mont's staring him in the eyes, but how much hate does Mont have left? If Locke can find a way to hit Terra, she'll be out of this fight. Setia is almost out of this fight. Can Elena finish her off? Elena, it's going to get reflexed. It gets reflex. Take that. The evasion unit gets evaded, and Mont is still alive. Celis is stunned, and high accuracy Setia is like, look, I'm done playing games. I'm done playing games. I'm going to step up here. I'm going thermal exposure, and I'm going to pop the courage on Elena. Terra goes meltdown onto Locke. Locke dies. Does not have re-raise cast, and it's a 3v1 on paper, but all 3 units are super low. Celis cuts Setia down with her sword. It's Mont's turn. Does he have enough accuracy to hit anybody? Doesn't matter. He has no AP. What's he gonna do? He hits Celis for 600 damage. Elena might look to finish off Mont. Lux Overflow comes out. Mont will die, and it's Terra versus 2. But I think Celis still has a charge left of her eat a meltdown attack. No, she doesn't. It hits them both. They both die. And Terra picks up the win right there. Easy. Never doubted her for a second. Light team gets put down by Terra's 100% hit attack. That reflex from Setia feels pretty clutch as well. Hell of a first fight. GG. Congrats, Marv. Moving on to the top 3 now. And congrats, Dervis. Top 4 is pretty good. Let's go to the next fight. Okay. Marv moves on to fight She for a chance to go back up to the winner's bracket and claim first place. She, sticking to their guns, has been using Rosa the whole tournament. Now, if you know anything about Rosa, great unit, ice element. Marv's team unless Marv made drastic changes to the team in between matches, is 100% fire. We don't know that She's team is 100% ice, but I'm expecting to see an Aranea Valentine's Day Solier. And there it is. That's the squad that got She this far. She's sticking to their guns. Okay, so here we go. So, it's going to be Rosa up first. What's she going to do? She's in an interesting position. She's going to start with going limiter off. So she already had the most agility in this match, buffs it a little more, and buffs her range. Immortal Spirit comes out for Terra, so we'll see if she can even die once, if not twice. And this Aranea, 9,898 damage on Aranea. A lot of people sleep on this unit. She's very, very strong. Right here, she's going to very, very strongly rip off the animation from Victoria's, limit break, jump into the air, do a little bit of damage to Mont, decent damage, all things considered. Detonation Blast is shrugged off by Setia, who will now limit break the 2 ice units. This will further lower their ice resistance, which is already negative. And almost, I don't think you can get much closer to killing 2 units while killing none of them. Solier clutch up and reflexes the Mont attack there. Rosa's going to look to Hail Shower. I thought she might go for a heal there, like maybe bust out the limit break. Decides against it. Now it's Terra's turn. Terra looking for a double meltdown right here. Yep, this is a 2 killer. Dead. And it is Aranea versus 3. Now, I know I was talking up Aranea earlier, and I really do think she's an underrated, very good unit. I don't like her in a 1v3 ice versus fire matchup. She is kind of poking onto this Mont over here, though, doing some damage to him. Mont turns around, hits her back, but this is probably the end. Terra, so far the hero of this video, looks at, Meltdown plus, 8,174 damage. Aranea goes down, and Marv, with the elemental advantage, picks up the win, and will now go up to the winner's bracket for a chance to get first place. But remember, if you're coming from the loser's bracket, you gotta win twice in the winner's bracket. Let's go there next. Okay, here we go. Final match of the tournament, maybe. Mont looking to defend the winner's bracket, showing a Joom in slot 1. Marv trying to get that 2-0 to claim first place. We've seen this team back-to-back times now. Setia, Terra, Mont versus Mont. Now Mont, the player Mont, is historically famous in these tournaments for hard forcing a unit named Mont in their composition. Might be jumping off that bandwagon here and going with the Joom Wind team. We'll see. A lot of magic on this Joom team here. I don't know. Is it Joom Marrymore Halloween Little Leela? I think there's a pretty good chance of that. It is that. It's Joom Marrymore Halloween Little Leela, a very strong, one of the stronger wind meta teams right now, and goes against fire. So let's see what they can do. Marrymore is going to kick things off for us here, I believe, or Leela. I can't tell which camera's focused on right now. It's Marrymore. Agility and luck buff for Leela and her, which is a really good buff both for evasion teams and going into evasion teams, because that luck buff will help you hit. Now, the fire squad over here, obviously not looking to evade. Stormwind Rin, that's 100% hit tack from Joom, and now it's Leela's turn. She's in range of everybody because it's Leela. She goes for the meta magic. Good damage onto 2, but nobody's dead, and here comes the fire team's counterattack. This Setia been popping off in this tournament. She's staring down the enemy. Thermal exposure comes out, big damage onto 2, and now it's King Mont's turn. He says, look, Mont, the player, you betrayed me by not using me, and now I will kill your Halloween Little Leela. And kill Halloween Little Leela he does. But Marrymore's up next. Shadow Flare, gonna hit Terra and Mont. Is it enough to kill Terra? It is, but she had courage. So it's still a 3v2. Joom could kill Terra with 1 hit, but is out of AP, so has no choice but to just go slap Mont across the face with her sword. Terra's turn, Meltdown Plus comes out, decent damage onto 2, and now it's Setia. Only 10 AP, so only can auto attack here. Actually, no, arm shot's only 10. It kills Marrymore. Whoa, 9 AP for arm shot. Oh my goodness. Stun Blade comes out. Joom is not stunned. Joom versus the world. 19 AP Joom versus the world. She does kill Terra, so the world is now 1 unit smaller. Setia out of AP for sure this time. Just auto attacks, 1,000 damage. Can this Joom do it? Joom's a really good unit, but I don't know. 0 AP Mont auto attacks. Joom needs to go kill Setia. If Joom has hope, she must end Setia's existence. Stormwind Rin comes out. Setia's dead. It's Joom versus Mont. Can Mont's Joom beat Marv's Mont. No, it's going to be a summon. Marv manages to find enough, no, a Stun Blade comes out. I thought that was a summon because it lagged. It was Stun Blade. Joom doesn't die. Now, Joom, I believe, though, is out of AP as we drop to the dreaded 2 frames per second. I told you guys that we had some problems here with FPS. Joom slaps Mont for about 170 damage. We got to see all those numbers load individually, which was pretty cool. Mont's going to turn around, only 6 AP. Auto attack does not kill Joom. Can Joom do it? Joom, find it in yourself, Joom. Do you have it in you? Stormwind Rin, 666 damage. The number of the beast. And Mont says, how dare you? He hits her back, but Joom blocks it and stays alive. Mont's turn. He says, look, I'm going to do landslide crash. Pulls out the demon wall, and the wall runs over Joom. Marv picks up the win, and that means we're going to have another match because Marv's got to beat him twice. So stay tuned. One more match coming your way. This one will determine the winner of the tournament. Okay, last fight of the tournament. Here we go. Mont versus Marv. Both players running the same 3 units. Is initial placement any different? Mont has shifted his Halloween Little Leela back a little bit, looking to try and keep her alive, and is able to land the agility and luck buff onto all 3 units as a result. Stormwind Rin onto the Mont right there will lower his agility. So some good agility manipulation coming out here from Mont, buffing his own and nerfing the enemy tanks. That's pretty cool. Also, big damage onto King Mont from Halloween Little Leela, who looks a lot safer back there. Setia, though, only going to be able to hit Joom this time. I believe this is only hitting Joom, which will be a big upgrade from the last fight. How much? Oh no, it also catches Marymore. She has god tier range and snipes Marymore out from the back line. However, Little Leela is still alive. She might choose to do a re-raise right here. The thing with Little Leela is, what she will choose or not choose to do can be weird. You just kind of never know. Let's see what she does. She could go to nuke all 3 people right here. She could heal Joom, or she could do a re-raise. She's going to go with the nuke. She says, I'm here to carry. Meta Magic comes out. She does kill Mont. So it's a 2v2 tank Leela versus Terra, the god tier character, Setia. Setia's out of AP. She just has to shoot Joom. How much damage? 801. Joom's still alive. She steps forward, hits Setia 434. Setia likewise still alive. What will Leela do this time? That's going to be the name of the game here. Does she go for damage? She goes for damage. Arrow onto Terra. Terra dead. 2v1. The 1 is Terra though. I'm sorry, Setia is dead. Terra's still alive. Terra looking at both units. She does not have the AoE to hit both of them right here, but she could try to finish off Joom. We're going to get to watch in a dazzling 3 FPS as Terra cuts Joom down with Sonic Pulsar. It's now Leela v Terra. Leela steps up, Wind Axiom, Terra lives, Terra hangs on with 477 HP, Sonic Pulsar takes Leela down, and Marv comes from the losers bracket and dethrones Mont for the win. That means Marv will pick up 8 points today in this current Cup series. GG, Mont picks up 7, and then we'll figure out what other place everybody else got here in a second. But thank you for watching, everybody. If you would like to participate in the rest of this Cup series, the next 2 weeks are duos, which means you can only run 2 units, and it's elemental restricted, where you can't actually run counter elements. So that could be really fun. Hop into my Discord if you want to see the infograph with the rules, and the link will pop up about next Monday to enter next week's tournament. Mostly though, thanks for watching, you guys. Appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.